Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gubin, and this segment of the news is sponsored by Amrose Travel. A motion of no confidence in the government of the British Virgin Islands, moved in the House of Assembly by opposition member Julian Fraser on Friday, July 26, was debated and subsequently defeated. Commenting on the defeat of the motion, Premier Dr. Orlando Smith said that he considered the debates a healthy sign of democracy. And I quote, "All of my colleagues, with the exception of Marlon Penn, who was traveling, spoke extensively against the motion, each in turn reminding the Speaker of the House and the BVI public of the many activities that this government had undertaken in education, health and social welfare, communications and works, tourism, transportation, agriculture, amongst other areas. I consider this kind of debate to be a healthy sign of democracy at work," Smith said. The Premier further stated, although there was a question as to whether the motion should be allowed, as the tradition is for such a motion to be moved by the leader of the opposition, I certainly welcome the opportunity to review the accomplishments of this government in a short 20 months on behalf of the people of this territory. End of quote. He continued saying, although the government had the numbers to defeat the motion, the arguments put forward more than established the weakness of the motion. The debate lasted well over 12 hours, with contributions being made by 11 of the 12 members present. At the end of the debate, the 7 members of government who were present voted unanimously against the motion, save the Minister for Education and Culture, Myron Walwyn, who left on official business. The Embassy of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, through the Venezuelan Institute for Culture and Cooperation, observed on July 29th the celebration of the 59th birthday of Hugo Chavez, former president of Venezuela. The celebration formed part of the embassy's summer camp program dubbed Amiguitos de Venezuela at the Institute for Culture and Cooperation on Victoria Street. The children had a surprise visit from Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, who shared alongside with Venezuela Ambassador Hayden Pereira. The children celebrated with a piñata, cutting off a cake and singing happy birthday to Mr. Chavez. This allowed the children to experience the Venezuelan piñata tradition. President Chavez died earlier this year after a long battle with cancer. Virali Latiboudere has indicated in court documents that she believes the decision to terminate her contract as Commissioner General of Tax Administration Jamaica is linked to a perception that she might be guilty of sabotage. Latiboudere last week succeeded in having the court grant a 14-day injunction barring the government from terminating her 3-year contract. And I quote, I would take certain steps to protect my integrity and the integrity of the office as it arose during my discussions with the financial secretary that grave charges were being leveled against me in various letters and oral reports to the effect that I was guilty of sabotage, Latiboudere's affidavit said. The Ministry of Finance has not responded to email queries from reporters surrounding the decision to dismiss Latiboudere, who received a letter from the Solicitor General on July 18th, advising that her contract will be terminated on July 31st. Latiboudere has sought leave in the Supreme Court to apply for judicial review. She's seeking to have the court declare that the finance minister is not empowered by law to terminate or otherwise interfere with her contract. She also wants the court to rule that the financial secretary is not empowered to terminate her contract, neither on his own volition nor under the dictates of the finance minister. Chaguanas West MP Jack Warner said yesterday he planned to take legal action against Sir David Simmons over the CONCACAF Integrity Committee report which Simmons produced for the regional football body. He was speaking at a news conference at his Independent Liberal Party offices at Caroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Simmons' damning report on Warner's tenure as CONCACAF boss sparked public discourse prior to his resignation in April as National Security Minister and Chairman of the UNC. As for more details of his plan to sue, Warner said, and I quote, I will say more at the appropriate time. He said ILP members did not want to join the PP because they felt the government was a failure. He said the only common ground shared by the ILP and the government at the moment was that both were opposed to the PNM. He said the ILP now planned to contest the local government elections and the 2015 general election. Two teams were now putting together a structured development plan for both elections, he said, and a National Assembly of the party was planned for September 29th, he added. Warner said the ILP will be embarking on a leadership drive for persons interested in serving their country under the ILP banner. We are not only looking in our leadership drive for councillors, aldermen, possible candidates for the general elections, but we are also looking for persons interested in leading, and will be asking applicants to state clearly in their resume in what areas they possess the competence to lead. This is important because once a national pool of leaders has been identified, the ILP will run development courses for this team to institutionally strengthen their capacity when advanced to government. He said he planned to open ILP offices across the country to facilitate the recruitment drive. Warner also pointed out that ILP members did not want the party to join the People's Partnership Coalition and called for a by-election in San Fernando East constituency. The people of San Fernando East had an absentee MP in the person of Patrick Manning, who had not represented his constituents for more than a year. He said Manning, who suffered a stroke in January last year, has not attended a sitting of Parliament since then, but has asked for and has been granted extended leaves of absence. Warner said opposition leader Dr. Keith Rowley was quick to call for a general election, but instead should be calling for a by-election to get a competent replacement for Manning. Warner also said the days of COP leader Prakash Ramadar were numbered as he was losing popularity. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.